Wow! Our Gulfport flip has officially funded and closed. I bought this house sight unseen while in Europe, and the notification came to my phone one day and it was 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house offered at $285,000. Now I know Gulfport, Florida very, very well. I love the brick streets, I love the authenticity, and the price tag for remodel home over there is somewhere between $500,000 and $600,000. So I knew I'd be buying it 50 cents on the dollar. Without any further ado, I signed the contract, sent the deposit, and locked up the deal under contract. So now this house is officially ours. I am very anxious to go see it in person, and we'll see if we made a good decision or a bad decision buying this house sight unseen. It's so beautiful, it's so lush. So we started the renovations right away. We did the initial demo and cleanup. We have a full set of appliances, and we have the range in the island. That's our signature design style that became our build standard. It does meet the code minimums, so we can still legally have this as a living space. And this space is amazing of its own layout because we have a lot of small areas that we're going to utilize. One area as a laundry room and another as a primary suite bathroom. Anyways, we are going to put a nice 42 to 36 inch vanity, whatever fits here. All right, so we're gonna give this to our contractors to see if this box can be salvaged, and maybe we can use it in our staging later on down the road. Hello guys, we are here. So let's do a quick tour and first impressions. Just as I pull in, as of right now, it's a very small driveway, but we're going to expand it. We have the garage, or the parking condition that looks like a garage. So we have a garage door, but from the inside, it's actually just carport. So it's not enclosed. We have windows off the inside to the garage. So we're just gonna like knock it all out, open it up, and convert it back to the original condition of a driveway as it should be. So it doesn't look as a garage from the front and you get nothing inside. Let's see if these doors even work. We're going to actually fully replace them. No. Corner lot, so it's an oversized lot and has brick streets surrounded with mature oak trees. It's so beautiful, it's so lush. Brick streets always create that authentic vibe. When buyers pull in, they just love it and appreciate it. Houses on brick streets always sell faster, and they always have more value. So we have one gable here, small gable, and we have one gable from the front, 2 exterior porches. They look great. People in Gulfport, they love plants and they love the trees. And having 2 decks slash patios, it's a really big plus because it's a good selling point, and you have multiple accesses from the house to those exterior porches where you can just like chill and hang out and grill. And you also have the backyard, so we have a lot of privacy. This house will have a lot of cleanup to do, but overall I love that it already has the mature palm trees and gives a lot of shade to the house. So the benefit of having all of those trees is because it provides a separation from the street. When we remodel the house and we have those trees, it's a very nice thing because we can already trim them, add mulch around them, and it looks established. So this is the front porch. This would probably be considered the main entrance because home has address of the major street. However, nobody would probably in reality use this entrance because it's a major road that has no sidewalk. So in reality, you're just getting this curb appeal from the street, but the parking is off the side street, and this would not be as functional. The mail has to be on the street where the address is, so technically you're using this front exterior door, literally just go check the mail. And there is a bus station, but anyways, when you're buying $600,000 house, you're probably not riding the bus.
Left, move. You don't have money like me.
So we started the renovations right away. We did the initial demo and cleanup. We have the window order right here. We are in the living room right now. It's kind of dark right now because all of the windows are covered up. And we have open floor plan kitchen. This is going to be the fridge. We're going to put nice 36-inch built-in counter depth refrigerator. Sink is over here, dishwasher. We have a full set of appliances, and we have the range in the island. That's our signature design style that became our build standard because we really like when people are cooking, they're facing the living room so you can entertain family members, guests, etc. So you're making omelet in the morning for your kids are watching cartoons in the living room, and you're here in the kitchen and you can actually face them and communicate with them, versus you facing the wall and having the back turned to your family while you're preparing breakfast or when you're in the kitchen. So it's always nice to have that communication between the spaces and between the areas. Now, this right here used to be an addition at some point. Initially, when the house was built, it probably stopped right here and was just a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. And at some point, the previous owners built this addition. So you can see we have fairly low ceilings, but unfortunately, that's existing condition that we got inherited to, and we have no roof clearance to allow to increase this space. It does meet the code minimums, so we can still legally have this as a living space. And this space is amazing of its own layout because we have a lot of small areas that we're going to utilize. One area as a laundry room and another as a primary suite bathroom. It's great because when we bought this house, we just had nothing. It was all cleared up and we didn't know what area is what for, so we just had to assume, okay, this could be the bathroom, which is great. I always love getting the clean slates to start the projects. This would be the primary suite, and we're entering the main primary bathroom with a huge 42-inch wide shower. We have a toilet, and we're going to have not a dual vanities. I'm never a big fan of dual vanities because you're losing a lot of counter space to put your cosmetics and bathroom supplies or whatever you need supplies, like a guy from a construction talking, like you need to put some caulking here and some mud and tape and float and texture, right? Construction jokes. Anyways, we are going to put a nice 42 to 36-inch vanity, whatever fits here. And we're gonna have one single sink with a lot of counter space and one big mirror. It's very unusual to have two sinks here in Gulfport or St. Pete, and because our bathrooms are so small and there's not much shelving, it's always nice to have that additional storage space. So we have a big window. I always love to have windows in the bathrooms. When we replace the windows, this is going to be the frosted window for privacy so the neighbors don't see you shumba lumba. And we frost the windows. It's also the code. Over there, it's the laundry room. It's kind of funky because you only get to use the laundry room if you're walking through the outside of the house or you're walking through the primary suite. It is what it is, but it's a part of the existing charm and character of these older houses. Some people hate it, some people, love it, but whoever's going to be the buyer of this house, they're going to love the authenticity and the charm and character of an older house. So this is a laundry room. It's just electrical panel, water heater, washer and dryer, and the door to the outside. So come on in, guys. Here in the backyard, we have a little landing decking area, and we have this carport. It's a single car carport that has a stupid garage door. We're gonna get rid of it, and we're gonna just bring this back into the original condition. We have a bunch of trash here because we couldn't get a dumpster because we just had 2 major hurricanes, so all of the dumpsters are out of stock, out of availability, so we just had to hide the trash here in the carport. And once we progress with the hurricane debris cleanup in the city, we're gonna have ability to move the dumpsters. This is a good find. I don't know why the guys threw it off. Like, this is a nice box. This is antique. All right, so we're gonna give this to our contractors to see if this box can be salvaged and maybe we can use it in our staging later on down the road. Now, I want to show you the plumbing. We are replacing underground plumbing in this house, and here we have the old sewer line. You can see it has holes in it. Now, I don't know if the plumber was trying to show how brittle it is, but this is the old pipe, and we are replacing everything with PVC plumbing. All underground plumbing is up to code now, and it's a big expense, but we gotta do what we gotta do. It was back pitches here and it was collapsed pipe, so we had to redo complete sewer line. Now let's go back inside and I'll show you the rest of the house. So now as we're back in the house, I want to point your attention to the old authentic millwork that our contractors are going to refurbish. Buyers love authenticity, buyers love the charm of the old house because new constructions don't get anything like that. They just get 4 plain walls, drywall texture, and that's it. And something like this is real wood, this is real carpentry, a lot of nice little details. We're going to put nice new hardware and restore this to the best condition it's ever been to. So here we have Jack and Jill bathroom, and we have bedroom number 1, and on the other side it's bedroom number 2. We have some drywall issues. The roof is kind of like collapsing. I don't know whether this happened during the construction or when the guys were running electrical wires, but clearly this is an issue. The good thing is that we see that we have some insulation in the attic, so that's a good thing. Could be a good office or kid's bedroom. This house is a 3-bedroom 2-bath. And this would work really well for a family of 3 or 4 people. So the concept in this house is to bring the elements from the time era the house was built and combine them with the modern days elements that create comfort for today's people, today's occupants. So we have these authentic wood doors that we're going to refurbish, and we're going to put brand new hardware on it, so it's going to feel very nice and smooth, and it's going to feel new, but you're actually going to have a 100-year-old solid wood door. Here we have all of the new windows, so we're going to install all of the major components brand new, but we're going to preserve as much original charm as possible. For example, the original window trim. It's not the major element, the window is. The window is going to be brand new, it's going to be functioning just fine, and it's going to be wrapped around the authentic original wood trim. We're adding nice recessed light in the kitchen and living room so it feels modern, yet the design around it is going to be 1920s. So that's what we do. We always blend in the time eras and we mix them in. Some elements are timeless classic and some elements are just modern standard of today's building construction. The project is currently on hold for a few weeks while we're waiting on the permit approval. We had 2 major hurricanes in Tampa Bay, and it caused major delays for everybody. A lot of Gulfport flooded, and a lot of houses got like 4 feet of water. So imagine the water being up to here in your house. That was a big disaster for this local area and local market, because if your house is in a flood zone and it got water damage, FEMA has 49% rule. 49% FEMA rule is meaning that if you're pulling the permit for the house in a flood zone, the permit value cannot exceed 49% of the structure value on the county tax records. If the permit value of the proposed renovations exceeds 49% of the appraised structure value on county tax appraiser's website, you have to raise the house up of the flood elevation zone, meaning that if it's flooded up to here, that's the floodplain. You have to jack up the house and raise it up. That's at least $80,000 to $100,000 expense on the average Gulfport house. City has been postponing all of the regular permits because they had a lot of FEMA applications and evaluations to assess every single house that got water damage to make sure they don't need to be raised up and whether they can get issued a permit to remodel in the same location as this, or they need to raise the house up 6-8 feet in the air, which is ridiculous. But anyways, that's a good thing because that's going to prevent the same house flooding again. We are still waiting to get our permit approved. That's why we did some rough-in work, but we cannot cover up any walls because we need to get building inspectors to actually come out, sign off on plumbing, sign off on electrical before we can actually move on with drywall finishes and bathroom tiles, etc., etc. But rough-in inspections is the very first thing we need to do in this house to move forward. And this wraps up today's tour of this authentic 1920s Gulfport bungalow. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and watch our future videos to see if my intuition was right by buying this house and if we're going to make money on it.